Okay. So the next step that you want to do. So the first thing is you're going to want to be aware. So notice what's going on in your head and then write it down and see what's coming up. And then the second step is you're going to look at what you've written down and ask yourself if it's true. So is that the things that you wrote down true? Now we're going to go with the through the lens of style, because that's what my jam is. And I help women try to unwind what's going on in their brains because they want to dress better. When people come to me, it's because they want to dress better and they want they want my brain on their wardrobe and how to make their wardrobe work for them, for not, not have to buy an entire new wardrobe. Right. And so when we are journaling what we think about ourselves, it's going to be a lot of judgment on our bodies and judgment on our position in the world, like whether we're a mom or whether we're not, or whether we're a working person or whether we're not. Like that's usually what comes up. Okay. So when you write down your thoughts that are in your head and you ask yourself if it's true, you're going to say that it is, because we all think that the thoughts that we have in our heads are true. Like we all think that that's the truth. You're not the only one. So my lens to that, or my tool, shall we say, of whether we know it's true or not, is, would your best friend agree with you? So if you put down, I'm just fat, that's what, like that's my problem, is that I'm fat. Would your best girlfriend agree with you? Would she tell you that that's what your problem is that you're fat? Probably not. And if she did, she's not your best friend, right? So would your best friend tell you the things that you wrote down on your piece of paper? Would she agree with you? And would she tell you those things? And
I want to push back on that. She might agree with you, but she might be more tactful in how she said it.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, weight is a health thing.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty can be in the eye of the beholder, but health is a weight thing and it affects all things. So one of the things I want to talk about later on some of the other calls is like truth, being truthful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the things. If your friend loves you and she cares about you, would she agree and let you know in a tactful way?
And that is the point, is would she say you're fat? No, she would not say that. She might say, I'm worried about your health. That's something that someone who loves you might say. But did you write that down in your paper? I'm worried about my health? Probably not. You probably wrote down, I'm fat. There's a difference. There's a different feeling that happens when you say to yourself, I'm fat, than if you say, I'm worried about my health. Those are two different emotions that you're going to get. And our emotions is what drives the actions that we take. How we feel is how we show up. How we feel determines the actions that we take. So if the feeling is judgment and shame, then you're going to go get a cookie. That is going to lead you to the action of getting a cookie. But if you say, I'm worried about my health, then that might bring up concern. And concern is probably not going to have you getting a cookie. Concern is probably going to have you getting curious about how you can be healthier. Do you see the difference? Mm-hmm. So that's what I want you to decipher, is how your girlfriend would say it to you. It would probably be in a more tactful, loving way. Good to know. I would take her thoughts over my own, because my own are laden with judgment and shame. And that isn't going to push me to wearing sweats and a sweatshirt and leggings to the graduation instead of a dress, or, something that would make me feel a little bit better about myself. Right.